Tommy Norris, he has a pair. Pause. He has a pair because it's like this dude is about to capture you and torture you, and you still talking all this big noise about, hey man, you done screwed yourself, pal. You're blowing up this. It's gonna cause a chain reaction to this, and they're gonna have the CIA so far up your butt. Your kid's gonna have booty problems. Whatever. Hey, what's going on, folks? Another episode of Ryan Reviews Everything, and we're talking about the season finale of LANDMAN, which I think this episode was great. It does a really great job setting up what to expect for season 2. And if you've come across these videos before, please consider subscribing. I would highly appreciate it. But yeah, man, we definitely get to it, man. Unfortunately for Monty's family, Monty does pass away. His condition got worse, and this leaves Tommy Norris in charge of the oil company as well as Monty's estate. And he still wants to do everything he can as cautiously as he can and respect any type of wishes that Cami may have. I thought it was very considerate that, instead of him kind of being selfish and thinking about the company, he, clearly has a heart and he is thinking about Cami first. And he even suggests, why don't you sell the company? You could probably get, I'm paraphrasing, I think he said you could get maybe like 800 million and then just live happily ever after with your family. And he's doing this because he's like, you see what the stress of running this company did to your husband. I wouldn't want the same thing to happen to you. And despite Tommy's advice, she is like, nah, you know what? I'd rather go all in. And she wants to do this risky oil move. I think they call it a farm out process or whatnot, where they're going to dig however deep they need to do. And then I guess kind of start digging sideways or whatever the case is and try, in pursuit for more money. So, to me, that sounds risky, knowing damn well I could just sell the company and me and my kids will be straight. But, what's a drama series if you don't make risky decisions? So I'm here for it, of course, and because they're definitely going to get a season 2. And so, yeah, man, also, I did find the side story hilarious. I think in the more seriousness of things with everything going on, I still don't feel like the wife and daughter are that necessarily, Angela and Ainsley. But for what it's worth, it does create a good comic relief here and there. And we see that they fulfill the promise by taking the senior citizens to the strip club. Of course, all the men are enjoying themselves. The women aren't so much until Ainsley's boyfriend finally comes out. And Ryder, I think his name is. And I found it hilarious because I feel like this is yet another example how most of us men will do damn near anything if the promise of some type of sex from your girlfriend is on the table. So Ainsley promised all types of X-rated things to her man. Her man was like, you know what I'm saying? I normally don't do this, but for what you about to do, sure, I'll shake my jock strap in the face of some old women. And he does just that. Of course, later on in the episode, we definitely see that Tommy is giving, marching orders to Rebecca Falcone as well as his 2 roommates about how to proceed moving forward, especially because of Monty passing away or his conditioning looking like he's going to pass away. During that time, he's giving marching orders. And when he's on the way back, he gets kidnapped from Jimenez and, one of the cartel bosses. And I'm thinking this whole time, damn, like this can't end well. He even, before he kidnaps him, he even blows up one of the oil wells. And I'll say this, man, Tommy Norris, he has a pair. Pause. He has a pair because it's like this dude is about to capture you and torture you, and you still talking all this big noise about, hey man, you done screwed yourself, pal. You're blowing up this. It's going to cause a chain reaction to this, and they're gonna have the CIA so far up your butt, your kid's gonna have booty problems, whatever. You know what I'm saying? It's like, dog, you bold to be talking this reckless, and you getting in the process of getting kidnapped, and he still kept that same mentality once he is kidnapped, and even tortured. Like, you don't hear him crying, begging, pleading, and that's just the type of character development or the type of character I guess we expect from Tommy. So of course it wouldn't make any sense for him to be crying and whimpering and stuff right now. And of course I'm thinking, ain't no way. I'm already in the process of thinking, okay, I guess they about to just have a season 2 without Billy Bob Thornton, because I don't see how Tommy gets out of this. And sure enough, grace of God, another cartel boss, or I guess a higher level cartel boss, takes out Jimenez and his men. And before you know it, he's trying to talk, he's talking turkey with Tommy. Tommy's still talking reckless. He got a nail in his thigh. He got gasoline poured on him. He got beat with a hammer. And once Galino, who is played by the great Andy Garcia, he's still like, hey, man, we ain't going to be friends. I'm letting you know right now, we got more money than y'all, this and the third. Man, we got former presidents on all, but like, he still be talking that talk, no matter what the circumstances. You got to love it, man. That boy, Tommy, that man, Tommy Norris, hey, he going all in, whether you take him out or not. It reminds me of a good friend of mine. Like, we used to play games, or video games, I should say. He could be down 1,000 points. He's still going to talk trash to you. But nevertheless, man, that was pretty dope. So we have yet another familiar face of like popular celebrities who has joined the cast. So that's going to be a good setup for season 2. We're going to have Andy Garcia and Billy Bob Thornton kind of working together in a somewhat of a secretive way. So we'll see how that goes. And of course, I'm speaking of the Norrises. I thought Cooper Norris was going to get dumped. Of course, you got Ariana looking at all these old photos, getting emotional about old photos with her deceased husband, and she's getting emotional, crying, even hyperventilating at one point. And instead of Cooper getting in his feelings, which I thought was very commendable, he's like, hey man, let's embrace some of these memories together. What was this? When was this? Where was that taken? And that actually made Ariana feel better. And it looks like in season 2, that relationship, they finally decided what fork of the road to go into. They about to. It looks like they go all in and still pursue this relationship. And that was very commendable once again of Cooper. He's like encouraging her to embrace the emotions and the good memories that she did have. So that was pretty dope. Yeah, man, I thought this is yet another home run from Taylor Sheridan. I'm loving the character development. And I do got to rewind a little bit. We also see that, and maybe I'm wrong, because I of course I don't know anything about the oil business. I'm just a recipient who of the benefits of it. But yeah, I do want to know, like, and if you watch the show, please feel free to leave a comment. We definitely see that Cooper is doing his thing, trying to, buy the leases of all these, what seems to be insignificant, oil areas or whatever. And he's also looks like he's about to do some type of farming out process, and he's promising 25% to the people who is selling the lease land at the lease to him or whatever. So I guess my question is, will Cooper's process somehow step on the toes of what Tommy and Cami has going on with their high risk, high reward farming out process? I just want to know. Like I said, I understand, like, it seems like Cooper is dealing with some small, insignificant well areas or whatever, while Tommy and the big oil company is dealing with big boy areas. But still, I'm curious in season 2 if that will somehow interfere with Tommy Norris's process, being that he's the new head of the oil company, while Cooper is doing his own independent thing. So if you know more about that type of stuff, please let me know if my question makes any sense, or maybe I'm talking nonsense. I don't know. But nevertheless, man, I'm looking forward to season 2. I'm looking forward to the new character, Galeno, and what type of bond that might bring. And yeah, man, love it or hate it. That's my review. Peace.